Hey guys, this is Anthony Morganti from anthonymorganti.com. You probably noticed at the end of every one of my videos, I make a point of thanking you all for watching my videos. And I really do appreciate everyone that watches my videos. And one thing that's happened over the years is my videos have thankfully got more and more popular and more people are watching them. And what's happened is I get a lot of email, and people message me not only through my email, tony@anthonymorganti.com, but they often write comments on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter and Instagram and Google Plus and Flickr and 500px and on and on and on. And I found that as time has gone on is that I've really always get behind answering emails, and quite often I get so behind I'll spend this is the honest to God truth, I'll spend all day answering emails. Well, the spring time of the year as a photographer is my busiest time, so I'm really busy, and I've been behind on emails. Coming into my busy time of year I was behind in answering emails. I probably have emails still from January. And what happens is some days I might get 20 emails. That's a low day. But usually I get over 50 a day. And sometimes I get over 100 emails a day. And typically what I'll do is I'll try to answer the oldest email first. And if it's a comment, like a lot of people just are thanking me for what I do, and then I could email them back my appreciation for them taking the time to email. So I do that real quick. Sometimes people will ask me a question and I know the answer right off the top of my head, so I could email them right away. Then there's some questions that people write like a lot. They write like pages. So those to tell you the truth, I skip those. I don't throw them out. I just put those aside because I'm trying to go for quantity right away. So then I'll put that aside if somebody writes me very long, verbose, email, and I'll come back to it. The other thing is sometimes some people ask me something and I don't know the answer, so I got to look up the answer. So I might put that one aside. So I go and I kind of go by a process of doing the easiest ones first. Then I'll come back and I'll answer some of those more difficult ones. And the ones I don't know the answer to, I usually just Google it. And tell you the truth, the answer is usually like the first or second thing on Google. Sometimes if it's a Lightroom or Photoshop question and I'm not sure myself of the answer, I just go to the Lightroom help group or the Photoshop help group at Adobe, and I just search there and it's been covered there and I get the answer from there. So with my sincere apologies, I am so far behind on my emails. There is no way I could get caught up on these emails. So as of today, it's March 11th, 2016. If you didn't get an answer from me, you emailed me in the last few months and I didn't answer you, I apologize. I really do appreciate you guys watching my video, and I really do appreciate you taking the time to, in feeling nice about me, that you would ask me the question. So I really do appreciate that. But I'm really not going to be able to answer your email. So I got to empty my email box out. So I'm kind of starting from scratch and I'm going to reset everything. So if you didn't hear from me, I'm sorry to say you're not going to hear from me. So I'm going to erase all these emails that I'm backed up on. I bet I'm not exaggerating, there's well over 1,000. So what I'm asking you to do is, I do appreciate you emailing me, and I do want to communicate with you and get your thoughts on things and things like that. And I'm more than happy to answer any questions you have. What I'm asking you to do is try not to post to YouTube, Facebook, whatever. Try not to post at places, because tell you the truth, I've stopped answering those a long time ago, because it's just too much. It's just too hard to go to those places. People friend me on Facebook just so they could ask me a question. I can't. My Facebook my Facebook messages are like never ending. There's just zillions questions there too. So Try not to use those sources. Please email me directly at tony@anthonymorganti.com. And if you can, Google your question first. So if you have a specific question about Lightroom or Photoshop or something about photography, just try Googling it first. A lot of times you'll find the answer right on the first page. If you can't find it readily or the answer you're getting is confusing, then of course feel free to email me. But try to make it as short and concise as possible. If it's really long, I tend to will skip it for later. And then if I tend to skip it for later, I'll get into this situation I am today where I just can't answer any more emails. So again, I apologize for this. For those of you that have emailed me and haven't heard from me, I really do. I'm really sorry. So let's reset. And if you could then research it the way I mentioned it. And if you can't find anything, I'm glad to try to help you. And I really do appreciate you taking the time writing me. If you are my Patreon, please email me through Patreon. And I give my people that are my Patreons priority, and I'll try to answer those within hours. So again, if you are my Patreon, please email me through Patreon. That's the only outside service I'd prefer anyone to email me through, because that I'll know, obviously, that you're my Patreon, and I'll answer you as soon as possible. So anyone else, though, just email me at tony@anthonymorganti.com. Give me a couple days now that I'm resetting everything. Hopefully I could answer within a couple days. But again, try to make your emails as short and concise as possible, and research it a bit before. And I'll have some links below to the Lightroom help group on Adobe and the Photoshop help group that you could search there too. So again, thank you everyone that watches my videos. I really do appreciate it. All right. I'll talk to you guys soon.